Homer Richardson and Gary Hancock for just a moment. This weekend for 24 hours, the amateur radio group from this area of the state, a lot of you folks call them hams. Homer's particularly a ham, has been like that. But anyway, they're gonna be doing their annual event this weekend here in Brookhaven. Now, of course, they've alluded to the hurricane season a few minutes ago and talked about the generators they have here at Brookhaven Honda. You folks always play an important role when there's a hurricane going on or some other emergency situation, and I know what you all are doing this weekend is kind of a little preparation for that. Tell us what you're going to be doing, Homer.
Yeah, this is the annual radio field day, and what happens is literally thousands of amateur radio operators all over the country get together and prepare their radios and their operators to operate under emergency conditions for 24 hours. In other words, we can't use commercial power to run our radios. They have to be off of radios, or as Linda said, generators and things like this, so that you're running your equipment off of emergency power. Most people think of ham radio as sort of a hobby, and for most of us it is, day-to-day basis, but part of our reason for being in the radio and amateur radio business is that of being able to provide public service when needed for special events, for emergencies that may come up, disasters and things like that. So this weekend, when we start at 1 o'clock with the radios down there, it's figure out everything that we need to have, how many operators you need, where do you need them, how you're going to swap off, and keep the station going for 24 hours, working as many of these other stations as we possibly can during this period.
Back during the Vietnam era when I was in the military, we still use some of those old radios where you turn the hand crank to generate the power. Do you all still do that?
No, I've seen those things, Chuck. I didn't realize you were that old. No, we pretty much get away with batteries and generators now.
We tried it one time.
Didn't work out?
No.
Hey, Gary, how long have you been an amateur radio operator?
I got my license back in 1969, and I've had it continuously ever since. And it's been back then I got into it because I was in engineering, and this led to me getting into computers and everything else. It really gave me the technical boost that I needed to get ahead.
I tried a couple of times. When I tried, you still had to do the Morse code. I never could learn that thing.
Don't have to do the Morse code anymore. All you have to do is a series of tests that you go through. It's usually fairly easy, basic electronics and operating procedure. And one of the things we're going to do on Saturday at 2 o'clock is have a license session where a number of us that are certified to give license exams, so we're going to be doing that from 2 o'clock on Saturday. And so if somebody thinks that they're ready, they've been studying a little bit, we encourage them to come on down to the Brookhaven Recreation Department there on Highway 51, and we'll be giving the exam. All they need to do is bring a couple of photo IDs with them so that we can certify who they are to get ready to take the test. But we're going to do that as sort of a public service as part of this overall operation.
Yeah, there's no age restraint on getting a license. Well, the youngest one I know is 7 years old, got one. But I tell you what, that guy is going to be like the next Stephen Hopkins or something, because you don't normally get one that early.
That's right. Hey, Gary, how many folks do you all think you'll have there on Saturday?
Gee, I haven't a clue. This radio station right here already get us a little interest coming around. We're going to have some things like that. We're going to have some digital equipment that's showing some of the digital aspects of amateur radio. I'm going to set up a station. We're going to show them how we transmit pictures and data over the internet and through amateur radio.